Hi, I'm Mike Volpe, former CMO of HubSpot. I spoke at the forum back in 2012, and I think the biggest game changer has been inbound marketing and the idea that as a company, you no longer need to rely on PR and other media publications or doing a lot of advertising in order to reach your prospects. You can actually reach them directly and attract them to yourself. And that I think was true back in 2012. I still think it's true today. I think a lot has changed in inbound marketing. One of the big things that's changed is I think that the level of what the expectation for content quality is has increased a lot. I think back, 7 or 8 years ago, you could get by with sort of a low-level blog article or a really simple video. I think today the expectation of the how good the content is that people have has really increased a lot. So to stand out today, I think you need a lower volume of content, but much higher quality. So that's, I think, one really big thing that's sort of changed within inbound marketing in the past, 7 or 8 years. And then in order to keep up with things and keep moving forward, I think it's important that B2B marketers look outside the B2B world and think about other brands, other companies outside of B2B and look at what they're doing. I like to look a lot at what consumer companies are doing. From different consumer products, whether it's food, beverages, even consumer technology. All those companies, I think, tend to be approach marketing in a very different way from B2B, and I think there's a lot of things that us B2B marketers can learn from them. And so that's one of the ways that I try to keep in touch with what's changing and what's adapting as things continue to move forward. So I've been really fortunate to be able to make the jump from being a CMO at a few companies to now being CEO. And obviously it's a very different job. And it's given me a lot of perspective on how CEOs and even boards of directors sort of view marketing and view CMOs. And I think the big piece of advice I would have for CMOs or VPs of marketing, people who lead marketing, is to understand that most people in the world haven't done your job before. And so try not to get mired down in the details. I think as marketers, you can very easily start to explain to a CEO or to someone on the board all the details of the things you're doing and how the systems work and how the landing pages work and things like that. But if you do that, you lose them very quickly. So it's important to stay up at the level where you're talking about the value proposition of the product, how you're enabling the sales team, how you're helping to drive revenue for the company, and stay out of the tactics. I think marketing is an area of the business where you can get very tactical very quickly, and you need to remember that when you're sort of managing upward, talking about those tactics isn't going to get you very far. You're really going to lose people. So stay at a much higher level, and I think that really helps with the conversations that you're going to be having with the CEO or the board of directors types of folks.